Hi everybody, welcome to Budding Actors and Theatre Makers Online. Oh, we miss you so much, but we are so glad that we can still continue to give you amazing drama activities and ideas for you to work on at home while we still have to be apart. So, today we have a very exciting episode in store for you as always, and first of all, let's get warmed up with me. Okay, so to get ourselves and our voice ready for drama today, I have picked one of my favourite warm-ups for us to have some fun with. Some of you will know this song, or for those that don't worry, I'm going to go through it line by line before we do it all together. So, there's actions to go along these words too, and that's where you can get your whole body into the song as well. So, the first line is repeat after me. There was a great big moose, your turn. There was a great big moose. Good, I want to see your moose ears. Then you say, he liked to drink a lot of juice. Your turn. He liked to drink a lot of juice. Then you say again, there was a great big moose. There was a great big moose. He liked to drink a lot of juice. He liked to drink a lot of juice. And then we go singing, oh, A-O. A-O, 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 A-O. A-O, A-O. Ayo, 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 ayo. Good, so that's the first part of the song learned, and every time that I leave a little pause, that's when I need you to sing back to me what I've just sung to you. Okay, the next bit is he drank his juice with care. Your turn. He drank his juice with care. Good. The next bit is but he spilled it everywhere. Your turn. But he spilled it everywhere. Then again, he drank his juice with care. But he spilled it everywhere. Singing oh ayo, ayo 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 ayo, ayo ayo, ayo 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 ayo. Yay! Well done everybody. As I say, that song is super fun and also a good way to get yourself out of a bad mood if you're ever in one. Just sing that song and it'll cheer you right up. Okay, are we ready to sing all together? Okay, sing really loud for me so I can hear you from here. There was a great big moose who liked to drink a lot of juice. There was a great big moose. He liked to drink a lot of juice. Singing oh ayo, ayo 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 ayo, ayo ayo, ayo 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 ayo. He drank his juice with care, but he spilled it everywhere. He drank his juice with care, but he spilled it everywhere. I sing an oh ayo. Say oh ayo ayo ayo, ayo ayo, ayo 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 ayo. Well done everybody. Hopefully you feel now that your voice is nice and warmed up. Now, today's class is all about looking at alternative endings. That might sound a little bit confusing, but really what we're going to look at today is how we can take stories that we all know and love and give them an alternative ending. What this means is end them in a different way from what we know. So in your story today, you could decide to make the goodie a baddie, now a goodie, or you could completely transform the end of the story into something new completely. This is the power of drama and acting because we are in charge and we can decide what happens in our performances and stories that we create. Some of the best stories that you know and love from TV and film have took some well-known classics and adapted them in their own way to make something much more exciting. So, for my physical warm-up today, we are going to be thinking of the idea of characters that we know and love, stock characters, if you might want to think of it that way, characters that everyone needs to know to begin looking in the well-known stories that we're going to work on. So, let's get physically warmed up. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to be thinking about characters that we know and love from stories that have already been before, and we're going to think for us as budding actors and theatre makers of how we can become these characters and use our body to present this character to an audience. Okay, so I need you to go and find one side of your room or an area in your room that you're watching me in at the minute that you can travel from one point to the other, and you're going to cross the room in a variety of ways. Okay, the first one, I would like you to cross the room for me. Let's start off very easy. An evil king or queen. Let me see how your evil king or queen moves around. You're going to have your head perhaps high in the air. You could be stooped down low, really evil and planning, or you could be very suspicious to everyone that sees you. You can decide how you're going to present your body as you are the performer and you are in charge. But let me see your evil king or queen move around your room. Think of how your performance would look to an audience member. And freeze. Good. Okay, so the next character I want us to think about is a servant at a castle. Let's think of a servant that perhaps belongs to the king and queen, that works for them, and I want to see how the servant differs from the evil king and queen. How does their behaviour and how you use your body as an actor change when you become the servant? Let me see you. Go. Okay, so I'm going to imagine that my servant is very timid and shy and is carrying a tray and really wants to impress everyone and is maybe walking around quite fast to do all the things he has to do. But that's just my interpretation. Let me see yours. How does your servant walk? Good. And freeze. Lovely. Fantastic work. Okay, the next one. Let's now move on. I want you to walk around as the hero of the story. This will have different meanings in a lot of people's heads. For example, in the classic fairy tales, you could perhaps be the prince that saves Snow White. That's seen as a hero. Or you could be Harry Potter. He's seen as a hero in that story because he always tends to save the day and he's the one that everyone cheers on through the story. So let me see how your hero walks around the room now. Good. I'm going to think that my hero is probably very modest, very normal. She walks quite casually, doesn't want people to see her or draw much attention to her, and yes, I might be quite reserved and make sure that people don't know exactly what I'm doing at all times during my performance. Yeah, so it's quite an underplayed performance. You're not putting too much effort into it, or perhaps you are. As I say, everyone's interpretation is different. And freeze. Okay, the last character I want you to turn into and use your body is to become either one of two things, a vampire or zombie. These are both two characters that really use their body in a very unique way. Perhaps you're dragging your limbs as a zombie, perhaps you're walking very suspiciously and sneakily as a vampire, looking for your next victim. Okay, I want to see your interpretation of a zombie or vampire now. Go. Let me see how you move around the room. How do you walk? How do you move? How do you pick up things? How do you look at other people? Let me see through your body how you present your character to your audience. Let me see. Lovely. And freeze. Okay, so hopefully now you've got your body moving around your room and you now feel ready to move on to learning about how we can use these stories that we know and love to make brand new versions and create a new ending for ourselves. Let's move on to meet Hannah and Megan.
Hi everyone, it's Hannah, and today I am going to be doing a really fun alternative endings activity with you. Today we are going to be looking at well-known fairy tales and what happens if we change the ending. And to do that, I have some story cubes. These are great fun if you want to make up your own story, and we are going to use them today to help us come up with our alternative ending to The Three Little Pigs. This is a fairy tale we all know, so we're going to look at The Three Little Pigs and use our story cubes to come up with an alternative ending. As Martina has already told us, an alternative ending is when we use a well-known story that we all know and change the ending to make it have a completely new meaning. So to do that, I'm going to roll our story cubes and have 4 different pictures that you're then going to choose from to create the end of our story. So let's see what pictures we get. You can do this at home with a normal dice, and if you write the numbers of the dice down with a picture, then it can help you come up. Or you can just use the pictures that I am going to roll for you now. give them a roll. And we've got a bumblebee, a hand, a fish, and an arrow. So that's a bumblebee, a hand, a fish, and an arrow. So you can use all of these or just one or two to finish the end of our story. So let me tell you our story and then I'll show you where we're going to change the ending from. So once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs. One of them lived in a straw house, one of them lived in a house made of sticks, and the other lived in a house made of bricks. The big bad wolf came along to the house made of straw and said, "I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down." And the house collapsed. That little pig ran to his brother's house, which was the house of sticks. Again, the big bad wolf came, "I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down." And that house also collapsed. Those 2 little pigs ran to their third brother's house, who lived in the house made of bricks. When they all got there, the wolf came again and said, "I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down." But this time, the house did not move. So the wolf was very crafty and he climbed on top of the house and tried to climb down the chimney. And that's where I'm going to stop. You are going to come up with an alternative ending of what's going to happen in this story using either one of my 4 pictures or if you play at home with your own dice. So for my alternative ending, I am going to use the fish and the hand. So when the big bad wolf tried to get down the little pig's chimney, he fell splat onto the ground. He was just about to eat the 3 little pigs when in the corner he noticed a fish bowl with a lovely goldfish inside. What the 3 little pigs didn't know was that goldfish was the big bad wolf's favourite animal. When he saw that the 3 little pigs also liked goldfish, he decided not to eat them. Instead, he stretched out his hand and gave them a high five and said, "I no longer will try and eat you little pigs. Have a good day." The end. That's my alternative ending using our pictures. What is yours gonna be? I would love if you could send me in either a video of you telling me the alternative ending or writing it out and sending it in. I would love to see what you come up with. I hope you had lots of fun doing this activity and I'll see you all again really soon. Bye!
Hi guys, I was just reading one of my absolute all-time favourite books, 101 Dalmatians. And I was just thinking, can a story only be told from one point of view? Because my favourite character in this book is the baddie. Her name is Cruella De Vil. And it's her who decides to steal the puppies and try and turn them into a beautiful fur coat. But the story's not really about her. The story is about the 2 adult dogs going to save their children. I would love to know if she wrote the book, Cruella. What would she write? She wouldn't call it the 101 Dalmatians because it would be about her. And why does she want to steal the puppies? And what's made her want that coat so bad? Just an interesting thought. I wonder what she would write in her book. My name is Cruella De Vil, and I am here to tell you my story. It all started when I was a very young girl in London. My parents would take me to the best department stores, and I would look at all the ladies in their high fashion outfits, and I would think to myself, one day that will be me. Then, as I grew older, I started sketching in my sketchbooks and designing dresses and coats and outfits for women. I grew more and more passionate. I met my friend Anita in fashion school. What a lovely girl she was. We got on the best of chums. We would make beautiful designs. But my designs were always better than hers. They were better than everyone's. She then got married to Roger, and they had 2 beautiful Dalmatians. I was always so interested in their coats, when one night inspiration struck, and I made the most beautiful sets of designs for ladies' coats that were Dalmatian print. I was approached by Paris Fashion Week to enter a competition, but I had to make one of my coats in less than 2 days. Luckily enough for me, Anita's dogs had a litter of puppies, and I knew that those puppies were the only way I would win the competition and become the fashion designer I was supposed to be. So I hatched a plan, and I got Horace and Jasper to steal the puppies in the middle of the night and take them to my childhood home at De Vil Hall. Well, that's where everything went wrong, wasn't it? And I got found out and caught before I could ever make my beautiful coat. Now I have to spend a lot of time in prison instead of in Paris making beautiful coats, and it's just so unfair. All right, darlings, now what I want you to do is pick your favourite character from your favourite story and tell the story from their perspective. What was their life like? What were they like as children? What happens to them after the story ends? It is up to you, you creative little puppies, and I will see you all again soon. Ta-ra!
Hi guys, welcome back for another mindfulness moment. So, I have a little activity for you to do, which is all about you. So the first thing I need you to do is go and find somebody and ask them if they can draw around you. So I want you to find the biggest page that you can, or you can stick some pages together with a bit of sellotape to make a bit of paper big enough to draw around your body. And I want you to lie like a star so you can draw around your arms and around your head. Then you're going to get some colours, and I want you to think about what the colours mean. So if I'm going to write something good about myself, like that I'm really kind, I might write that in blue or yellow or green, because to me those are really positive, bright colours. If I was going to write that I'm clumsy, which I definitely am, I might write that in red or black or brown, which I think are negative colours. But you might think that black is a positive colour. You might think that yellow is a negative colour. Maybe you really don't like yellow, or maybe you hate the colour orange, so you would think that's a negative colour. So this is completely up to you. So I want you to write all your positive things about yourself, all your negative things about yourself, things that you think about yourself you're going to write inside the body that you have drawn. So even if you have a small piece of paper, you can draw the outline of a big body on the A4 page. That's okay too, but know that it's you. So I'm going to show an example here of one that I have done of myself in the first stage. So the first stage is my thoughts about me, things that I think are true about me. Then there's a stage number 2. So whoever is in your house with you, you are going to give your sheet to them, and maybe they've done one for themselves too, and then they can swap over and give you theirs. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your favourite colour and you are going to write around the outside of the body things that you think is true about them. And then I want you to see if there's any words that don't match. So maybe you think you are silly and you've written silly inside the body, but your mum or your brother thinks that you're really smart and they've written smart. So which one is true? What do you think? Do you think what you think about yourself is more true than what other people think about you? Or do you think what other people think about you is more true than what you think about yourself? This is a question that I really struggle with, because sometimes you are the best judge of you. You know if you're a good person, you know what you like and what you don't like, you know how you feel about things, so surely you know you best. But sometimes, if you're feeling a bit anxious or a bit nervous, what you think about yourself is the furthest from the truth. Sometimes you think you're silly, and sometimes you think you're stupid, and sometimes you think you don't look good, when really you actually do. And the people outside you can see you for who you are. So sometimes I think it's good to know what we think about ourselves, but know what the people who love us think about us too. Because often the people that love us know us even better than sometimes we know ourselves. So I want you to try that activity. So you can pass the sheets about. So you can write maybe on your daddy's sheet, you can write around his body and then pass it to your mummy, and she can write around his body, and then pass it to your brother and he can write around the body. So there's lots of different people's opinions on the one sheet, but yours are on the inside and theirs are on the outside. Okay? I would love to see some of these, but you don't have to show them if you don't want to, because all the mindfulness activities are just for you.
Hey guys, thanks for watching and we hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe and visit the Be Unique channel for more.